everybody. Remember my last video? I had this pour. So today I'm going to try two techniques. I'm going to use white paint from Artist Loft. And I'm going to thin it out. And I'm going to try this technique that I've been so excited. I saw it on Instagram and I can't wait to try it. This is just water. So I'm just gonna thin it out with paint and water. So now I'm going to paint the top of my canvas on these with this very thin white paint. And now, see, I want to make sure that it covers the whole edge in there. Now I'm going to use my spray bottle, and as you can see, I spray little by little, very gently, and the paint starts to drop. So I'm going to repeat the same step until I'm happy with the design that it shows. Okay, so as you can see, now I'm repeating it, putting it on top and spraying it. What you can see over here, I cannot see because the canvas is because I see the angle of my hand in there. So you guys can see it. I don't know what I'm doing. So now I'm going to turn it around because you can see that the water kind of washed off that part of my canvas. So I'm going to repeat the step in this side so that the canvas is going to be fully covered with these drips. I don't know, maybe should we call it the dripping technique? I don't know. But whatever it is, I do like it. And if you have tried it before, please let me know in your in the comment section. And let me know how you use it, and maybe we can help one another. If you get some ideas, come to my group and share your projects. Acrylic art paintings group on Facebook. I'm gonna put it in there so you can see it. You can I'm gonna type it. All right, so I'm gonna let it dry and I'll be right back. All right, so this is how it dried. As you can see, it's a very subtle effect. And I have apple barrel here, kind of like pastel light pink. And with this, what I'm going to do is I am going to show, this is Color Shift Pink Blush, I think it is, the color. And I want to try to paint some roses with a stencil. This technique was shared to me by my friend Tere in Chile. She was so kind that she showed me what she does. She's an artist in there and does beautiful, beautiful work. So I'm using this round brush and I'm combining the paint, and I'm kind of cleaning it up a little bit because I don't want too much paint in my brush so that it will leak into my canvas through the stencil. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do now, is to put the stencil in there and do circular movements with my brush. And I'm gonna repeat this until I am happy with the colors. And it's okay to do several passes with the brush until we're happy. From time to time, we want to lift the stencil to make sure that that everything's okay with it, and that we have not stained our canvas, you know. But we can use as much intensity or as less, you know. It's just, see, there it is. So now this is how it looks, and I'm gonna paint the other roses off camera. I'll be right back. So now I'm going to use this green from Dimension from Montmartre, or Montmartre is the brand. And I am going to use a little bit of this glitter yellow from Folk Art to paint the leaves. So there you go. The reason I'm using this yellow is because if you remember, from my previous video, I use yellow in the paint, and so I'm trying to create a little bit of harmony. So I'm using this yellow and green for the leaves. So once again, I mix the paint and I dab it. This is how it looks like so far. And I'm going to use the leaves in the stencil. And very, very carefully, I am going to try to apply that green without transferring in to the pink and not mess up my roses. Okay. And this is how it looks. And once again, I'm going to paint the rest off camera. Just wanted to show you how it looked. So this is, I'm adding a little bit more of that green, and I'm going to combine it with this aqua that you remember I also used in the pour. And I'm going to create a darker green. And this brush, I just cut it with a pair of scissors and to make it this circular shape. And I really, really like it because I think it is easier to draw. But once again, I'm dabbing it in the napkin over here. And now it just makes it, see, it makes it a lot easier to paint the leaves with it. So as you can see, it's a different color. And once again, I am going to paint the rest of the leaves off camera. And I'll be right back with the last step, which I am going to just use a little bit of that yellow glitter to kind of just put a little bit of shadow and a little bit of enhance a little bit of that yellow that I used in the yellow lines that I used in the previous video. Okay, so before you tell me that my hand is on the way, I'm just going to show you here I'm going to use the same glitter bottle that I used and show you kind of how I'm going to, where I'm going to use the paint. See, just like that. And I'll be right back to show you how it dried. Okay, stick around. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before you told me that my arm was in the middle of the camera and you couldn't see, so I decided to just stop and show you the area. This is where I stopped and where I brushed a little bit of the glitter, the glitter. And I spread it all the way over here and over here. And I kind of like the way it turned out. You can see here the contrast and that these are a little darker. And what I did was that I applied the color shift paint and kind of brushed it a little bit in the petals right there. And you can see now the contrast between the three shades, the darker one, the medium, and the light one over here. I appreciate, really appreciate my friend Tere from Chile to share her technique with us. And this was so much fun. In the next video, I want to test my DIY medium and Floetrol. So let's see what comes up. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys and gals. Till next time, keep pouring.